Hello and welcome to Cambridge Global English Grade 3 with a new lesson of Unit 7 Puzzles and Codes. Our today's topic is Have you ever? In this lesson, we are going to talk about present perfect simple for past experiences and compound sentences with but. You are also going to learn how to interview using this phrase Have you ever? We use this phrase have you ever to talk about our past experiences. We also use this phrase to talk about a place, city, or country we have visited. It is not necessary to talk about when you did do something. It is used to talk about if you did something in the past or you have been somewhere and you have returned back. Ever is generally used in questions or sentences with present perfect simple. Like, have you ever thought of changing your job? Or have you ever felt jealous of someone? Look at the first activity. Listen to Nadir talk about the chart. Celine has climbed a mountain. Adil and Nazneen have traveled to another country. I have stayed awake until midnight. No one has touched an elephant. Now you will listen the audio track and complete this chart by writing have you ever in start of each sentence. In the beginning of each sentence you will write just have you ever, like have you ever climbed a mountain, have you ever traveled to another country, have you ever stayed awake until midnight, have you ever touched an elephant. So let's do it now.
Ein. People in my class have done lots of different things. Celine has climbed a mountain, but it wasn't a very big mountain. Adil and Nazneen have traveled to another country. They both went to England last year. I have stayed awake until midnight. It was my birthday. But no one has touched an elephant. Have you ever touched an elephant?
Now in next activity you are going to interview your partner, ask and answer the questions on the chart, ask other questions as well. You are going to use this phrase have you ever, then past participle and then any other object. First you will ask these four questions in the chart, and then you can ask any other question like these questions in this box. If someone is asking you these questions, you can answer like yes I have or no I haven't. If you did something, you can say yes I have. If you never done that thing, you can say no I haven't. Like the first, have you ever climbed a mountain? You can say yes I have or you can say no I haven't. Have you ever traveled to another country? Yes I have or no I haven't. If you traveled, you will say yes I have. If you didn't, you can say no I haven't. Then you will ask these questions adding any other object like have you ever played any game. You can add have you ever played football or have you ever played hockey. Any game you can add. Have you ever touched a shark or have you ever touched a star? Any object you can add to complete this question. Have you ever traveled to Mecca or have you ever traveled to London? Have you ever traveled to Hong Kong? Any country or city you can add to complete this question. And your partner will answer yes I have or with no I haven't. Look in the language tip that tells you about subject verb agreement. With third person singulars or with a singular noun we will use has like he, she, it or any other singular noun we will use has, and with I, we, you, they or plural noun we will use have like I have climbed. You can use contraction like I've climbed, or she's or they've climbed. She has climbed or they have climbed, they've climbed. Then in next activity, you will write something your partner has done and something your partner has never done. You will write a compound sentence with but. Compound sentence is a big sentence formed by little two sentences. You will ask your partner what he has done or what he has never done, and then you will write in one sentence using but. Like in this example, Lewis has played golf, but he has never stayed awake until midnight. So you can write using your friend's or partner's name, like Adil has played football, but he has never played golf. Adil has played football, but he has never played football. He's mean he has this contraction. Then on the next page, in activity 4, you will practice forming new questions using have you ever. Some verbs are irregular. They are made they are more difficult to remember. Ask and answer these questions, then make up new questions using the same verbs. Irregular verbs are the verbs that don't follow the rule to make their past form and past participle. Usually we add t or ed to make past form and past participle, but with irregular verbs we don't add d or ed. So in the first you will use reading to make a new question. Two questions are already there. Have you ever ridden a horse? Have you ever ridden a camel? So you can use this word and make another question in the same format. Like have you ever ridden a bicycle? The next verb is see. Past form is saw and past participle is seen. Have you ever seen the sea? Have you ever seen a famous person? So you will make another question. You can write it here or you can write it in your notebook. Have you ever seen a famous place? Or have you ever seen a dinosaur? Next verb is be, and the past participle of be is been. Been indicates presence or existence to somewhere. Generally, we use been to talk about places or cities we have visited or any other event. Like, have you ever been to a circus? Have you ever been to a football match? Have you ever been to a musical concert? Like that, you can write another question. Then the next activity is write. Write something you have done and something you have never done. For example, I have ridden a horse, but I have never ridden a dinosaur. So here you will write one sentence in which you will describe what you have done and what you have never done. Like you can say, I have sung a song, but I have never danced. Then in the last activity, you will read and listen to the poem, and you will underline the questions that start with have you ever. So let's listen to it now.
Have You Ever Done That? By Julie Larius. Have you ever slept outside on a hot summer night? Everything looks different in the moon's strange light. The trees seem to whisper as you bravely whisper back. Outside at night. Have you ever done that? I've never slept outside on a hot summer night, but I've ridden in a boat being tossed like a kite on dark, wild waves with the wind at my back. On a boat in a storm. Have you ever done that?
So that was all for today. See you soon with the new lesson. Till that time, take care of yourself. Goodbye.